How to be less nice during a spar. A really common problem that I face during boxing is usually having to actually hit my boy in the face. If you've ever joined a martial arts club, right, so it's not just boxing but any type of martial arts club, you obviously will form like some pretty close bonds with the people over there. And so when it is time for some hard sparring, in the preparation of a hard spar, a fight, you know what I'm saying, you have to get in there and you have to hit him. And like I said, it is very, very common to kind of not have that aggression, to kind of hesitate to hit hard. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over three main rules that kind of stop an aspiring beginning boxer to really go in there with aggression. So we're just gonna start off the bat. Number one is obviously fear. Fear of retaliation, to be more specific. It is so common, right? Because it happens to me as well. It's so common to fucking like not want to hit bro, because you know bro is gonna come back with like the dirtiest overhand. Or like imagine you guys are both going like 60% and then all of a sudden you hit him with a jab that's 61.5. Now both of you are going 90, 100% as a result of that. Like it's like, bro, you have to cook him because you feel like, oh shit, now I'm under attack. Now this guy just hit me. I should be able to hit you too. And I like the logic of it, you know. You should hit as hard as you want to get hit, but usually the best way to combat fear of retaliation is to simply have a good relationship with the guy that you're sparring. So a lot of the time, I actually get really good work with the guys that I've sparred the most, because we know each other's limitations. We know when we're actually hurt. We know when we can take a bit more. It's really, it's an easy thing and it's a safe thing for both of us to really like get in there and actually like, you know what I'm saying, do some damage to each other, but not to the point where, you know what I'm saying, we've done too much damage. I'll show you some gruesome pictures where there was no reciprocation and there was no communication and mutual understanding on damage, serious damage being taken. I have had some very, very bad spars, I'm not gonna lie. And it's not nice, it's not fun, you know? So if you wanna erase the fear of retaliation, the best thing to do is to just spar like the same guy over and over again. But to simply erase the fear of retaliation, spar a guy that you know, spar your boy, spar your friend, spar the guy that you've been training with for years. This will lead to a more comfortable and productive spar where both of you gain knowledge and gain experience, you know? The second rule that prevents aggression in sparring, necessary aggression for you to grow as a boxer, fucking cardio, bro. Like what the like, you fat bastard, bro. There are so many guys that wish they could go hard. They have the urge to go hard. They have the character to go hard, but they don't want to go hard because they know two or three right overhands and boom, they're done, they're gassed, right? In the first round, they're like thinking, oh shit, gotta conserve energy, gotta conserve energy. And here's my reaction to that. Leave it at the fucking door, bro. Leave all of like the energy in the gym, okay? Don't save nothing, all right? It's a spar. You have to give everything you got. You're here, you want to get better? Okay, leave all the energy in the ring. You should leave the ring limping. You should leave the ring in severe exhaustion, you know? This is how you get better. You know what I'm saying? This is how personally I've gotten better, and how I've noticed a lot of people that I've seen box have gotten better. They leave it. They really work in the fucking ring. That leads to them getting some really, really good experience and really good work. So stop being afraid of gassing out, all right? Forget that. No more, oh, I think I might gas out. I literally touched on this topic on my other video, which you can check after watching this one, called You're Not Tired Bro, Just Spar, where I really zoom in on, you know what I'm saying, the mindset of fatigue. You've got more in you. You've got more energy, my boy. So what are you doing, all right? Leave it at the door, fight as hard as possible. If you are afraid, if you're toning down your aggression in the ring, and you're not trying the things and the combinations and the right hands and the whatever you want to do simply because you're trying to conserve energy, you are not training properly, all right? The only time you conserve energy is in a fight, like a long fight. I'm assuming you're not a pro if you're watching this video. You're a beginner, you want to get better, okay, you have to train hard. Like Habib said, brother, you have to train hard, brother, you have to train. I mentioned this in my other video, how to get rid of your fear of sparring, which is another one you should check out as well. The third and final thing that prevents aggression in sparring is, and this is gonna be a deep one, self-image. The reason why you can't spar hard or fight hard is because you see yourself as kind of a wimp, you know? You see yourself as not the type of guy that can actually behave aggressively in any type of situation. And to this I say you need to actually do a little bit of inner work and understand that if you train hard enough and you listen to the coaches, you cooperate with your friends, and you know what I'm saying, you show up, you can become capable of inflicting damage. Once you understand that you're capable of inflicting damage because you have been going to the sessions, you've spent years in the gym, or months in the gym, or even weeks in the gym, you're now more capable than 99% of people. The average person doesn't even step into a boxing gym and learn a 1-2. So what you need to do is you need to do some inner work, look at yourself, Be proud of your accomplishments, whether it be you've sparred for the first time, you've body sparred for the first time, or maybe you just hit the bag a couple times and really exerted yourself a few sessions. All of this requires a pat on the back and for you to understand you're now capable of something. Now that you're capable of something, you are now capable of going hard in the ring. I see a lot of guys hesitating because it may be an inner perception of themselves where they don't believe that they can actually do bits. They don't believe that they can even cook someone because maybe every time they've gotten beaten up. Let me tell you the reality of sparring, all right? One day, you will cook someone that's better than you. Like you will actually you could beat the fuck out of someone that's like years ahead of you in sparring. And then the next day, you will get your ass worked by a 14-year-old that's been going for a year. Bro, I'm telling you now, the reason why martial artists are so humble is because shit like this happens on a regular basis. You can get whooped by anyone, but at the same time, if you work hard enough and if you go in the ring with the right mindset and the right timing, and you've been eating clean and you've been energized and you're ready to go, you can also cook someone that is on top of you as well. Even the greats had bad spars. Tyson had a bad spar. Pacquiao had a bad spar. Mayweather had a bad spar. There's even a clip of Mayweather like saying, oh yeah, I go to the gym, someone cooks me, and I think, oh, is this even for me?
Not really that. I've been in a boxing gym and guys have given me great sparring and great work. Really? And it made me go home because they said ass whooping will humble you. And if a guy give me great work in the boxing gym, I'll go home and say, you gotta tighten up, champ. Yeah. You gotta get it together, champ. And then sometimes I go home and say, is this for me? Really? Yeah, I mean, if somebody give me some good work, if I go to the gym slacking, which I shouldn't go to the gym slacking, but I'm only human.
So you need to understand that there's nothing wrong with getting beaten up, but you can 100% beat someone else up. I'm not trying to encourage like hard sparring where you harm your guy or nothing, but if you're preparing for a fight, or if you really want to get better at fighting and get better at like boxing and like really understand the reality of violence within the ring, you have to do a couple hard spars. And if you want to be aggressive within those hard spars in order to defend yourself, you have to update your self-image and understand that you are just as capable as your opponent. This is a combat sport. This is boxing. You don't play boxing, you hurt your other opponent. In all combat sports, pretty much all combat sports, especially the striking ones, it is all about the damage that you do to your opponent. It is all about how many times you hit your opponent, how many times you inflict pain upon your opponent. That leads you to getting the W, that leads you to getting the win. So you need to understand this, and you need to understand that you need to put in some work and do some bits the next time you're in the ring. I've been cooked, but I've cooked other people, and that's just how it is. That's the name of the game. That's the rules of the jungle, you know what I'm saying, when you're in the ring. I really hope you understand this. I really hope you resonate with this because it's important, you know what I'm saying? So take that. Those are 3 pretty common rules that I'd imagine you may be struggling with one when people are trying to improve their aggression in the ring. So take the advice because it is gold. You know I always cook. And obviously, if you're interested in learning more about sparring, I suggest you just browse around. There's more videos. One main one is some guys are too afraid to even get in the ring, and this might be you. So check this video right here. I'm gonna put it somewhere, it might be in front of my face, who cares? I give a lot of value within the video, so go watch it now, all right? And as always, man, get in the ring, train hard, peace.